jelly beans. This is Jewelry Jelly here with Catherine, and where did he go? He is hiding under Catherine's voluminous skirt. It's George Washing Machine. And hello to you, crazy chimkin lady. It has been a while indeed. So, I'm going to boot up Sensei, I Like You So Much. Give me a few minutes for it to load up. And we'll see what sort of crazy adventure shenanigans that everybody gets up to this time. I hope everybody has had a good day today. And that they had a good day yesterday. If you celebrated Valentine's Day, I hope you had a good day. Alright, so we are in the morning. Let's see here. We've got... What can we do? Hey, Private Maverick. Ooh, you found a magenta bear. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. So we need a Campus AU commission. Let's see. So just to give you guys a refresher on this game, this is a game called Sensei, I Like You So Much, and it is a sim about being a fanfiction author and fan merchandise creator. It's kind of based on the fandom industry in China, I believe, but I think a lot of it can translate to Japan as well and Asia overall. But anyway, your main character basically goes around, gets inspiration, meets up with her friends, writes fan fiction, and fulfills commissions and goals, and then she can publish fanzines that she can sell at events and make her own fan merch. And another part of this game is that there is a companion app where you can upload custom characters. And I created Jesse and James for it because they were one of my first pairings back when I was first getting into anime, and naturally I decided I wanted to do some rocket shipping. So right now what we're going to do is we are going to, let's see, I'm going to take a look again at my inbox at the commissions that I have. So let's see, somebody wants a fluffy fantasy. Somebody wants, there's a celebrity 12-hour event. And then, let's see, Celebrity and Enemy and Campus AU. Let's see. We'll go out. Let's see. So we got Campus here. And then at the bookstore, there is Fantasy and Magic. So why don't we head there? Do some brainstorming. Alright, fantasy, fluff, the werewolf, and the vampire. Alright, we'll head out, and we'll actually see about going to get some more tags for our fanfiction. But first, let's see what they have at the Gashapon machine. Okay, let's do a 400 draw and see what we get. Okay, that's cute. Another one. Aw. Aw. Wow, an all James pull, practically. Alright, so let's see, we'll do a modern story. Jesse died. So basically, the commissions are all for different types of fan fiction, and when you have published enough that meet with a specific category, you can publish a fanzine. So what I'm going to do is I am going to fulfill a commission for somebody. So I'm going to do the fluffy fantasy. Alright, the werewolf and the vampire. There we go. Vampire Vampire James lived in the mountains and had to endure the werewolves howling every day. In spring, the werewolf howled. In summer, she howled. Autumn came, and she kept howling. Finally, by winter... Oh, Jesse is obviously the vampire? Okay! Vampire Jesse lived in the mountains and had to endure the werewolves howling every day. In spring, the werewolf howled. In summer, he howled. Autumn came, and he kept howling. Finally, by winter, Jesse had enough and opened the door to tell the wolf to shut up. The werewolf, James, who had always been at odds with Jesse, scoffed, "Why should I be quiet? Awoo!" and howled even longer. Okay, you either bite him or you kiss him. Jessie sank her teeth into him. All she got was a mouthful of fur. Enraged, the werewolf fought back. A few days later, both Jessie and James were seen visiting the hospital. One to see a dentist, the other to get a rabies shot. Alright, so we fulfilled another commission. And we got some stickers. Ooh, crazy for you. Alright, so now it is time for go to bed. What? No, it's not yet. But first, let's see. Let me see if there's another commission that I can do. I'll do the celebrity 12-hour event. Jessie gives me vampire vibes more. I mean, you're not wrong. Let's see. Finale auction item. So much pain. Everywhere on Jessie's body hurts so much. The excruciating pain surging through Jessie's body was almost tearing her apart, Lisa. She tried to move, but her arms were tightly bound behind her by chains. She couldn't move. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the finale auction of the item of tonight, and then we can fill in whatever we want here. So, instead of Ruby, how about we write Gardevoir? Blinding lights shone on her. She struggled to lift her head, and through blood-soaked strands of hair barely made out the scenery outside. She was on a brightly lit stage, locked in an exquisite golden cage. Below the stage, greedy eyes were fixed on her. Jessie's thoughts were already blurred. Days of torment and abuse had drained her strength, making it impossible to even lift a finger. James sat in the audience, looking up at the familiar figure on the stage. He had been tracking Jessie for days and finally found her trail. Never in his wildest dreams did he expect Jessie to end up in this underground auction house exclusive to the rich and famous. The Jessie who used to always be as dashing as the wind was now in such pain and misery, like a butterfly with wings broken. He's acting now. He picked up a teacup, but his hand suddenly shook. The cup fell to the ground, shattering into pieces. Smash. The lights went out. In the darkness, Jessie smelled a familiar scent. It was that person's scent. Jessie opened her eyes wide in confusion. She couldn't see anything, but somehow felt a strange sense of peace. Amidst a chaos of screams and running footsteps, Jessie vaguely saw James's silhouette. He grabbed the collar of the person who had kidnapped her and slapped them dozens of times until they begged for mercy. Then the cage was opened. A warm hand undid the chains binding Jessie, rescuing her from the prison. "James, is that you?" James bent down and held her tightly, like embracing a precious treasure that had been lost and found. Jessie could hear his suppressed, rapid breathing and intense heartbeat. "I've come to rescue you, Jessie." She heard the trembling voice. She wanted to say more but couldn't. The accumulated exhaustion overwhelmed her, and she collapsed into that person's arms. But this time, she knew she could finally have a good sleep. Okay, celebrity 12-hour event. Okay. Alright, and our commission is complete. We managed to get ourselves a Polaroid card. And let's see. Let's see if we can do one more thing today. So some Fluff Campus Rocket Shipping AU. Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Unexpected rain. rain outside was pouring steadily. Jessie looked up, gazing at the increasingly heavy rain inside. Didn't bring an... Is there an umbrella Pokemon? I can't remember now. I mean, there's probably an Umbreon. Looks like I'll have to wait until the rain stops. Shall we go together? A voice sounded behind her. Jessie turned around and saw James standing behind with an Umbreon with one hand in the pocket. Aww. Alright, and we have gone up a level in fandom. Okay, that is all set. And now it is time for go to bed. Okay, so before we do anything... Okay, so that one is... Okay, so there's one that... Okay, so the printing of this book must include crime investigation turmoil. Okay, so it looks like we just have a bunch of fluff stories that we can put in. One more. Looks like we can have... Alright. We have now printed another Dojin. And... let's see if there's anything else we can do. Well, we'll have to write a few more stories because we can't put the same story into a Dojin twice. But we have some new commissions. Something simple, drama and celebrity, Halloween 24-hour event. I'd love to see some modern drama. Sentinels, chatfic, funny, and then, ooh, a new message from the goddess of fandom. We meet again. Now you shall name your choice. Okay. Alright, so the first thing that I am going to do is I am going to go out, and it looks like Nora is at the cinema. So let's see if we can spend some time with her. Drew all night again. I'm so tired. You all look so tired too. Actually, you don't have to stay with me when I'm drawing. The sky is so bright, the sunlight is so glaring. I should go to sleep. But wait, hold on. I think I've forgotten something. Something really important. Something very, very important. What on earth did I forget? Ah! It's Jewelry Jelly Sensei! I promised to meet Jewelry Jelly Sensei at the cinema today. Time, what? It's already this late? Oh my god, I'm gonna be late! Mew, mew, mew. I accidentally stepped on you. I'm sorry. I'll open a cat can for you when I get back. I have to meet Jewelry Jelly now. Wait, why did I arrange to meet Jewelry Jelly Sensei today again? Never mind, that doesn't matter. Just seeing her is enough. The movie is about to start. Nora hasn't arrived yet? Sorry, I'm late. I'll die. I swear, I'll die for being late to a date with Jewelry Jelly Sensei. Nora, happy birthday. Huh? Birthday? Today's your birthday, October 24th, right? I didn't get it wrong, did I? Since it's the birthday girl, you can do whatever you want today. But now's not the time for small talk. Let's go in and watch the movie first. If there's anything else, we can talk about it later while we eat. Thank you, Jewelry Sensei. I have to act like a normal person who didn't forget their own birthday. Are you okay? Although it's not very nice to say, today's Nora looks more like she's about to die than ever before. Just for today, I'm so happy, I feel like I could die. Jewelry Jelly is so adorable, belongs to me for the whole day today. I'm so happy. Is it really okay to feel this way? No. And she needs a birthday present. I'm gonna give her one of my new things that I have a double of. Okay, so. Alright, others watch movies, I'm studying dialogue pacing. Doing some wandering. Alright, so that is the morning. So it looks like Nora has sent us a message. Hair, milk tea. Pick the one you like, and I'll have the other. Ooh, sure, thanks. I'm sorry, and thank you for going out of your way to help me with my research. You shouldn't have spent the money on the milk tea. I've been thinking... About what? You thanked me just now for accompanying you, Jewelry Jelly Sensei. If it were Rippleboat or Velvet, who got to know you earlier and often go out with you, you wouldn't say it to them, would you? Oh, I just noticed, I think they are at Caesarea. I suppose once you're familiar with someone, it does seem that way. Am I the only one you're being distant with? Is it because we're still not that familiar with each other? It's not that. Actually, when I'm with the others, I sometimes say polite things to them too because I tend to get nervous easily. When I'm with them, is that really how it is? I guess, sort of. It's so easy to accidentally hit Nora's trigger point. Wait a second, I wasn't the one who brought up the subject in the first place. Speaking of which, is that all there is to gathering material as a writer? Just sitting here brainstorming, jotting down random ideas, and then being able to turn them into a piece later? That's impressive. If you need to take some photos or anything, I can help with that. When it comes to gathering references for artwork, you often have to take photos, right? For me, unless it's for data collecting purposes or when I aim to write with a particularly strong sense of camera movement and visual imagery, I usually don't take photos. Shutter snapping. She just took a shot and she's pointing the lens right at me rather than aiming at the scenery. I accidentally took a picture of you sipping your milk tea, Jewelry Jelly Sensei. I'll delete it right away, don't worry. Wait, did she actually hit the favorite button instead of the delete button? So, how would you like to gather materials today, Jewelry Jelly Sensei? Maybe there's something I can help with. You can tell me what kind of rocket shipping story you want to write first before everyone else. Stare. Is that really okay? Let me think. Speaking of which, there actually is something I'd like to ask you about. Oh, really? This time I want to write a story about heavy emotions. Heavy emotions. Yes, recently my understanding of the ship has changed a bit. I feel that highlighting the unbalanced and twisted aspects of the rocket shipping relationship in the story would be especially exciting. I want to spend the first 3/4 of the story depicting one's heavy feelings for the other, and then use the last quarter to show the other's response. If I set up a twist like, "What? You love me more?" at the end, it should be really sweet, right? But even if I don't do that and have a slightly lonely ending, don't you think that would be great too? Huh. Well, ask me. Well, earlier, you said you wanted to gather material related to heavy emotions and wanted to consult with me about it, right? Are my feelings and emotions that heavy? They are. Trust me, they are. To be honest, you do kind of give off a heavy vibe. Wait, hold on. You didn't realize that already, Wraith Lantern Sensei? I thought you were aware of your own charming quirks or something. If not, what I said must sound really rude. I'm so sorry. I don't think I have any charming quirks. If I had to pick one, it would probably be my twin ponytails. My feelings must come off as heavy to you, Jewelry Jelly Sensei. Oh, it's okay, really. It just means my feelings for you have reached that level. In this gravity-bound world, only a significant amount of anything can become heavy. Do you want me to lessen my feelings for you? You wouldn't want that, would you? Because you don't hate me yet, right? Please, tell me now. You say you don't hate me. Say it! Say it! Say it! It's moments like this that our emotions feel the heaviest. Alright, so it looks like we are now up on affection. Yay! Okay, so let's take a look at our commissions. Let's do some modern drama. Father's new wife. Jessie was James's father's newly wedded wife. Facing this young woman only a few years older than him, 17-year-old James slammed the door right in her face. James's bad temper made his father sigh. But Jessie didn't give up. She continued trying to reach out, preparing him breakfast, bringing cakes. One day when James came home from school earlier than usual, he heard muffled sounds of breathing from inside his father's room, a mix of Jessie and his father's voices. He couldn't hold it in and ran to the bedroom, his mind filled with that repulsive sound. Why, Jessie? Was it for money, or was there some other reason? I don't remember which one, but maybe there was another reason. Could there be more to the story? In the daylight, she didn't seem like someone driven by greed. One day, as James returned home, a chilling sense of foreboding washed over him. He rushed into the living room where his father lay motionless in a pool of blood. Slowly, Jessie turned around to face him. You're back. Jessie's gaze was fixed on him, with an expression as calm as ever, yet chilling. On the floor lay a small emblem shaped like a rose. James took a step back. Years ago, his father had built his wealth through bloodshed, eliminating all enemies to cement his place in society. Yet, it seemed one child had survived the massacre, hidden away after all these years. Embrace her or apologize? I'm gonna say sorry. I'm sorry, he thought, but the words would not come. James felt rooted in place, unable to move as Jessie approached, her blood-stained knife in hand. Her eyes held a frozen indifference, as if all warmth had left her long ago. It was the last sight James would ever see. How did this plot come to a sad ending this quick? Here comes the rain again. Alright, completed that commission. Alright, and it looks like time for go to bed. I've got plans to meet Nora at the mall today, but it seems like she's running late. This is pretty rare. Nora hardly ever runs late. I wonder if something happened to her. I should probably message her and find out. I'm here now. You can take your time. Me? Am already here? I am at the intersection just ahead of you, but I just saw Ethereal Snow Sensei. What? Are you together? No. I didn't go to greet her. She seems to be with her friends. No, I think her co-workers. Stay where you are and don't go anywhere. I'll come to you. Okay, peeking eyes, peeking eyes, peeking eyes. The project I'm on is so tough to handle and the lead is a huge jerk. Every day, they're just cutting down on our allowances. Neil, how's it going in your team? Same here, completely exhausted. Given the current circumstances, our department barely has any good projects. But I heard from Stephanie that this year's promotion slot is supposed to go to someone from your team. And the only juniors in your team are you and Blanche, right? Who's your boss leaning towards? Is that something I can ask? Haven't got a clue. Promotion? What promotion? Don't listen to her nonsense. She was telling us that you were the one up for promotion. Huh? No way, I didn't say that. Is someone spreading that rumor to mess with me? You guys, please don't pass it on. Ouch, don't hit me, please. I never knew Ethereal Snow had such a lively side to her. You think that's being lively? It's more like she gives off a cool older sister vibe. Her way of easing the tension between her coworkers is impressive. Wow, is this what being a wage slave is like? Will I be able to instantly give off cool older sister vibes like Ethereal Snow after I graduate? I can't really imagine that kind of future for myself. So, should we go and say hi? I think we better not. Agreed. Going to say hi at a moment like this would just get in her way. Ah, they're moving. Let's follow them. Sure, let's go. Wait a minute, why are we following them? I thought you might enjoy the thrill of being a stalker. Well, I don't! But I do feel a little curious. I want to see more of Ethereal Snow in her work mode. That's good. Embrace the darkness within you, just like I do. We are in this together now. I guess there's a ceremonial-esque vibe about being a stalker. Neil, you're such a buzzkill. After working an entire month, I finally have some free time to go for a walk in the city and relax, and you're just sulking. Do you not like me or Blanche? Maybe he just doesn't like having to go out and meet with coworkers on a precious weekend. If it weren't for that hard-to-book bar tonight that requires a guy to bring a companion, I wouldn't even bother giving you a look. Hey, don't put the blame on me. Maybe I just didn't have enough coffee today, which is why I'm feeling a bit dizzy. And unlike us overworked folks, Blanche really knows how to relax. What do you mean by that? Last time we were on a business trip together, I saw you typing away on your laptop in the lounge on the first floor. That was clearly unrelated to work, right? Do I need to remind you that it was 5:20 p.m. back then? It wasn't even after work hours yet. If you had been working, how could you have seen me? If I remember correctly, you had just come out of the hotel gym at that time, yes? I was getting a workout in while brainstorming work issues. It's a habit of mine. I understand. Everyone has their own way of thinking through problems. I also tend to type out a few things and organize emails while I'm thinking. You know, kinda like a habit too. It's a great way to unwind. You should try it out sometime. Sheesh, getting a bit heated here, aren't we? Maybe you should just let it go, Neil. It seems like the seniors in your team really prefer Blanche. Not only did she finish her own work in the first year with heavy audit responsibilities, but I heard she also helped out the seniors. If there's only one promotion opportunity, who do you think they'd choose? She's just good at getting closer with the higher-ups of the water cooler. See, you're getting flustered again. No need to get upset. Calm down. I'm sure they have their reasons for wanting to chat with her. It can't just be because Blanche is prettier than you, right? Don't feel insecure. I think you still have your charms. Why, you... Amanda, can you tone it down a bit? We're old classmates, so I know you're not trying to bully Neil. But since we go way back, there's something I'm not sure if I should say or not. What is it? Come on, you can confide in me. Even elementary school boys know that pulling the pigtails of the girl in front won't make her like you. What do you mean, huh? Are you saying I'm in bullying Neil? I don't like him at all. Not at all. I'm not even considering getting married for at least the next 10 years. So you've already thought about marriage, huh? Huh. Ah, that hurts. You always hit so hard. Don't you think you've already had enough fun at my expense? We weren't the ones to start the whole thing, weren't we? This is getting awkward. Won't the two of you agree? He's turned around and is facing me and Nora. Crap. So we've already been spotted. Darn it. I must have subconsciously moved closer to hear what they were arguing about, and that got us caught. Should we run away now? Or should we stay? But how are we supposed to explain this? I've noticed you two for quite some time. You were following Blanche, weren't you? You were acting all sneaky and suspicious. Want to explain yourselves? We're Blanche Sensei's relatives. If she's your relative, there's no reason to sneak around instead of just coming over to say hi. What's going on exactly? Is Blanche in debt, or has some kind of relationship drama going on? He's getting closer and closer. Nora and I can only back away. You've been following us without permission, invading our privacy. If you don't get me a satisfactory answer, I will get to the bottom of this myself. What do we do now? Neither Nora nor I have ever been in a situation like this. We exchange anxious glances at each other. This man is in a competitive relationship with Ethereal Snow, and if I expose her as a fangirl without her permission, it will only cause her trouble. So, what are we supposed to do now? That's quite enough. Huh? Ethereal Snow? Blanche? Even though secretly following me is kind of cute, you should have come and said hi so I can introduce the two of you to them personally. This is Amanda and Neil. They are my co-workers, and these girls are my online friends. Online friends? Do people still make online friends in this day and age? Did you all meet through a game or something? We met through our shared interest in fanworks. Ah, those fanfiction things, I see. So this means you've been sneakily writing that stuff during work hours? Let's just call it a non-commercial project I work on outside of my job. It seems like you'd rather play house with these little girls than focus on improving on your actual job. Too bad you haven't experienced a game of house as fun as this. The company has bought my working hours. I believe my output during work hours hasn't caused you any trouble, right? I admit your output hasn't held our team back, but if you fully dedicated yourself to your work, you could definitely do better. If I were to lose to you in that state, I would accept it wholeheartedly. But you also know that you're distracted. At the age when you should be striving the most, you're letting trivial matters take up a huge chunk of your time. I'm different from you. I work the most overtime and report it the least. I'm also the one who takes on the dirty and exhausting tasks with low input-output ratios to cover for the entire team. Your passion might be poured into your little game of house. Unlike you, I truly love this job. It's been my dream since I was young. Even if the environment isn't as good as it used to be, as long as the clients need me, I feel fulfilled. Don't you think I should be the one promoted to a higher position instead of you? Is that so? I'm glad you were able to say all of this today. So, if I understand correctly, you want me to voluntarily withdraw from the competition? What? You intend to just stick around forever? It seems you've misunderstood. Finding something I'm passionate about doesn't mean I'm giving up on my career. Fan culture isn't a new phenomenon. At this moment in every industry and at every level, there are already fangirls there. They don't make their hobbies obvious, just as they don't for their ambitions. They can wield power and occupy high positions. Of course, achieving all this comes with a price, but many of them always choose not to sacrifice their passion as part of that price. Because they know very well that this passion has given them strength during countless moments of weakness, exhaustion, and self-doubt. It's like a miracle that allows her to connect with many wonderful people. As she said this, Ethereal Snow turned around and smiled at me and Nora. It seems she said too much too passionately in one go, as her cheeks turned slightly red. The two co-workers stared at her in somewhat stunned silence. Well, I suppose I know where you're coming from now. There's not much more to say, is there? Pretty sure you said even more than I did. My throat feels really dry now. There's a pretty good tea shop nearby that serves healthy drinks. Blanche, I might have been a bit rude to your friends just now. Let me make it up to you by treating you all to afternoon tea. Well, he used buying drinks as his excuse to slip away. Do you think he'll come back? By the way, I can see you two are quite articulate. You could easily switch to consulting. Have you thought about it? If one of you leaves, it would be just right for the promotion count. Alright, so we have an event today. So what we'll need to do is we will have to sell our fan stuff. Alright, we are now closed for the day. Alright, we had a successful Comic-Con. I'm back at school now. Lantern Sensei has also gotten home too. Please, don't worry about us. Also, please thank your coworker for the drinks he bought us. Yeah. Me? I'm still eating with my coworkers. Ah, you're still eating. I've got a meeting across time zones later tonight, so I've got to get back to the office later. Ah, you really have it tough. I have to say, it's the first time I've realized that Ethereal Snow Sensei is a fangirl in such an unforgiving environment. Managing both your main job and your fan work so well, it's truly impressive. Nah, not really. I let my emotions get the better of me earlier today. I should have reacted in a more mature way. Things will probably be a bit awkward for a bit. Not to mention that Neil definitely hates my guts even more now. It seems one of us will really have to leave given how things have turned out. I suppose I'll worry about that on a weekday. The life of a wage slave isn't a simple one. That's one of the things I love about fan culture. Many things are imperfect, but at least everyone shares the same passion. At any rate, I've learned a painful lesson. And what would that be? Don't ever go to the mall with coworkers. Okay, so we have been up late. Time for go to bed. Okay. Comic Heaven 25 open today. So let's see. So these are all different versions of internet memes. What is that? Me feasting on my ship. Oh, it's a kitty. And this is Queen Never Cry. This is fine. I can do without that one. Madam, please. Okay, so what am I supposed to do now? Okay. Okay, so I just got a kitty. Alright, so we have the Gashapon machine refreshed, but unfortunately, it's too late, so we'll have to go out tomorrow. So time to go to bed. Time to go to out. It looks like we can level up the Institute. And now we have ABO, Hurt Comfort, and Shatfic. And let's see what else we got here. Let's go say hello to Velvy at the bookstore. But first, let me see what we have for commissions. Sentinels, Shansha, Wusha Revival. Oh, Medieval. let's go to the exhibition hall. Okay, so Demonic Wrath, Part 1. Ooh, that sounds cool. Okay, let's see what else we got. Fantasy and magic. Let's head over to the... Oh, okay, we can't do the mall. But in any case, let's see if we can do a commission. The Willing One Takes the Bait, Part 1. In the world of martial arts, legends abound about two extraordinary masters. One is James, the head constable of the Six Doors, known for his ironclad sense of justice and unwavering enforcement of the law. He has captured countless thieves, and is celebrated as the greatest divine constable under heaven. The other is Jessie, the most cunning thief, hailed as the greatest divine thief under heaven. She possesses unmatched skills, exclusively robbing the wealthy and distributing the riches to the poor, earning her a stellar reputation. The debate rages on about who is superior, the greatest constable or the greatest thief. While the common folk argue endlessly, the two have never met face to face, leaving the question unresolved. As the Emperor's birthday approaches, various nations dispatch envoys bearing rare treasures to celebrate the occasion. It is at this moment that Jessie issues a warning. She plans to steal the East Sea Pearl, a treasure brought by the envoys, on the very night of their arrival. The public is in an uproar, and James is on high alert. A strict order has been issued from above to capture this audacious thief, daring to act under the Emperor's nose. As night falls, James stands in the shadows, silent as a lurking hunter. With only a short time left until Jessie's predicted appearance, a subtle change in the air catches his attention. He narrows his eyes, drawing his sword, its tip aimed directly at the approaching figure. "Good swordsmanship," the newcomer explains, with a voice that is both vigorous and jovial. She deftly flips and lands gracefully atop a beam, evading James's blade. James's gaze fixes on Jessie, and he states, in a light tone, "Pleased to meet you, Jessie." Jessie sizes up James, noticing his gentle yet commanding in demeanor. His eyes blend warmth with authority, prompting her to silently admire. What a presence! A playful smirk appears on her lips, and a fighting spirit wells up within her. "James, your sword is swift, but tonight, you won't be able to keep me." Jessie's voice carries a hint of teasing. James raises an eyebrow. "Jessie, your agility is remarkable, but tonight, you won't be taking anything from here." "Then let's see whose skill prevails, your sword or my hands." As soon as the words leave her mouth, Jessie darts through the night like a ghost, and James pursues, his blade a swift shadow. The two engage in a chase across the rooftops of the capital. "If you catch me, my treasure will be yours. How about it?" Jessie's voice dances in the night breeze. James remains unfazed, keeping his sword trained on her vital points. "If you surrender quietly, I might plead for leniency on your behalf." Their movements are a blur. Jessie is agile, while James is fierce, resulting in a standoff where neither can gain the upper hand. Under the moonlight, their figures intertwine, both adversaries and kindred spirits. In the end, with a resounding clang, Jessie uses the force of James's sword to leap away, vanishing into the vast darkness. James stops at the edge of the roof, realizing he won't catch her tonight. "I will capture you with my own hands," he shouts. Romantic poem imagery. "Looking forward to it!" Echoing laughter carries through the air as James stands still, gazing in the direction she disappeared, the thrill of the chase still pulsing in his veins. All right. Right, so we have a Wuxia revival. Alright, we have completed the commission. They said thank you, I guess. Alright, and now it is time for go to bed. Alright, some new commissions have arrived. Let's see. Need to vent. Sensei, I'm so sad. Could you tell me some comedy skits? Okay, let's see. So, chatfic and funny. Chatfic and funny. I think I need to go to the Institute in order to get chatfics. Well, here's chatfic and silly. Ah! I was looking at the wrong thing. There we go. Just experienced. Jesse is skilled at art. Well, we can replace that with anything, so let's see. Jesse is skilled at bicycle riding, unmatched in the world, and she takes great pride in this. Once, Jesse was practicing bicycle riding at home, and James was watching her from the door, occasionally nodding. Jesse asked him, "Do you understand bicycle riding? Isn't my bicycle riding skill good?" "There's nothing special. It's just that I'm experienced." "How dare you underestimate my bicycle riding skills?" James then raised his hand and poured oil into a gourd, but the mouth of the gourd remained dry. This move stunned everyone around them. Okay, so now we have to fill in something, so let's see. James then raised his hand and... let's see. Let's see. Let's see. James then raised his hand and spun a Pokeball on the tip of his finger. Okay, that didn't take. I also have nothing special, it's just that I'm experienced. Jesse awkwardly smiled and asked him to leave. Yo, this stuff addictive. Tight, I'm blessed. Love it. Look what I found first thing of the day. Right. You should be a stand-up comedian. Okay, great. So, let's head out to the mall, and we will check on the gachapon machine. Ooh. Aw. Ooh. Mmm. Aw. Alright, we got a bunch of 3-star stuff, which is pretty good. Let's see. So, modern and sci-fic. Let me see what is... Okay, so I'm done with the day. So now we need to post merch photos. Okay, so let's see. So we need rocket shipping and modern tags. So this is fantasy, animal. Here's modern. More modern. More modern. Modern. Yeah, there's listings for crimes. Alright, so it looks like I'm maxed out. Alright. And now, time for go to bed. Ooh, and what is on eBay today? A rare and exclusive... Ooh. You know what? I have the cash. I'm gonna buy it. And let's add it to the eater room if we have room. Yes, we do. Alright, I don't think I can do anything about it now, so let's see. Yeah, we definitely need a few more display things for displaying. Alright, we are, let's see. We have 298 out of 300 in our eater room, and just a bunch of stuff together. Oh, I do have an extra. Okay, so, what have we here? Alright, we can level up the bookstore. Alright, so we have fantasy and magic now. And let's see what we've got for commissions. So, fantasy and enemies. Heart-wrenching. Celebrity and enemies. Okay, well, let's see if we can get some inspiration somewhere. So tired, so tired. I can't take it anymore. You look like a plucked duck. At least say I'm a peacock. What's wrong, Velvy? Accounting. I'm really bad at accounting. This month's numbers don't add up and the deficit is huge. Ugh. Well, I'm not sure how I can help with that. Do you guys know anyone who's good at accounting? Ethereal Snow Sensei? Don't glare at me like that. I was just joking. Now that you mention it, Ethereal Snow Sensei did say we could ask her for help if we needed. I'll go beg her for help. But more importantly, why is this store always losing money? I've already tried so hard, putting up rocket shipping posters everywhere, giving every customer rocket shipping merch, hiring rocket shipping cosplayers as staff, and even offering free of charge to anyone who shouts rocket shipping is the best. No wonder it's losing money. That explains it. Jewelry Jelly Sensei, aren't you really good at running businesses? Where did you get that idea? I just get the feeling that you play simulation business games on Steam. My intuition is always spot on. You must be a genius at managing businesses. You'll help me, right? Playing games and running a store are two completely different things. It's the same principle. Why don't you give managing this merch store a shot? I'll even give you half the profits. Are you splitting the losses too? Of course not, with rocket shipping's blessings. Our store is bound to thrive. If you make up your mind, come find me at the bookstore. Okay, so I'm going to brainstorm a fantasy. Okay, Last Kiss with My Nemesis, and that was a fantasy with enemies. Last Kiss with My Nemesis. Jesse and James had been locked in a struggle since the day where they were born. They tangled and fought their entire lives, their rivalry twisted and intertwined like vines, destined to end in a final resolution. Their duel took place at the top of the tallest tower. The battle lasted a full day and night, until the first light of dawn pierced the clouds. Jesse felt her strength ebbing away, while James's sword remained sharp. When the blade pierced her chest, Jessie knew that she had lost, no matter how hard she had tried to keep up with James. James was always just a step ahead. In that moment, a deep, burning resentment flared up in Jessie's heart. She couldn't bear to see James so smug, so alive, so vibrant. She couldn't bear for James to just forget her. Oh wait, this is enemies to lovers. Ah, crap. Okay, so this is enemies. Enemies, modern funny plot twist, fluff, fantasy, childhood, opposing stances. Oh, you need to get back to work on your kill a kill thick. Oh, that's always good. Fantasy, drama, enemies to lovers, widow. Okay, so it doesn't look like I can do that one. Let's see, we'll do another celebrity one. But I need some celebrity stuff. and I don't have any. Let's see. You know what? At times like these, I am just going to write a random fic. Forest Nursery. To obtain the sacred branches and leaves of the divine tree, Jessie ventured alone to the depths of the forest. I have only seen like the first 2 or 3 episodes of Kill la Kill. It was said that the forest was protected by a deity who would mercilessly punish intruders. Anyone who trespassed would face divine retribution and never return. But Jessie would not be deterred. To save her family, she was willing to risk everything. The trees grew sparse and the light dimmed. Dense thorns began to slow her pace. Whoa! Suddenly, enormous vines lunged toward her. Stay still. Jessie hung suspended by the vines, choosing not to move, staying cautiously still. In the darkness, she sensed a presence watching her. What do you want? A voice, strange yet familiar with a defiant tone, whispered in her ear. Because I have a zillion other things to watch, like You and Idol Precure, like Laid Back Camp, like MST3K, like Gem and the Holograms. Jessie froze. Who are you? There was no reply. After a moment, Jessie tried a different approach. I came for the branches and leaves of the divine tree. Suddenly, the grip around her ankle released, and she fell heavily to the ground as the vines that had bound her retreated. Picking up a branch, clear and luminous, she looked thoughtfully towards the gaps in the forest canopy above. Okay, so, let's see. We'll do this as a gift fic. Let's see, there's gonna be Ripple Boat, Velvet Yummy, Ethereal Snow, and Wraith Hunter. I'm gonna give it to Ethereal Snow. I think she deserves it. Alright, thank you. I will read it carefully. Alright, it is now time for go to bed. Okay, got some new commissions. Merch shop staff wanted. Okay. Let's do that. Jewelry Jelly, you're here. I've been waiting for you forever. And me too. Is there anything we can help with? Just to be clear, I don't know how to run a merch store. Running a merch store is easy. Just hang the merch on the wall and they'll sell themselves, right? Is that really what you think? Look at this. All your merch are placed haphazardly with no sense of layout. Customers will be overwhelmed the moment they walk in. Isn't the charm of vintage stores the thrill of treasure hunting? If everything's perfectly organized, where's the fun in that? At the very least, you should group similar items together. Jewelry Jelly, say something to her. She's the one who called us over, but is now doing things her own way. If you don't mind, how about I help you organize? Huh? Really? I can give it a try. I've always believed in your organizing skills, Jewelry Jelly. With you here, our store will be revived. That's probably impossible. It's settled. I hereby appoint you as our one-day store manager. Though, honestly, you can stay as many days as you'd like. Daily pay guaranteed. All right, please put on this apron. It suits you perfectly. For some reason, I feel a little embarrassed. I noticed the staff here decorate their aprons with their favorite badges. Do you want to try adding some, Jewelry Jelly? Okay. Alright, so I'm going to... do this. Jewelry Jelly, you're just too cute! You actually said that out loud, huh? I just casually added a few badges. No worries, this apron is yours now, so you can decorate it however you like in the future. I see. Ah! Jewelry Jelly, watch out! Are you okay? I'm fine, but what is this giant trash bin? Oh, it's the new inventory that came in yesterday. I haven't had time to sort it yet. I was planning to arrange the rocket shipping merch into a love display on the wall. Anyone who isn't into rocket shipping will probably turn around and leave the moment they see that. That makes sense. I don't even feel like commenting anymore. These shelves here need organizing. When the inventory arrived, I already pre-sorted everything by label color, so all you have to do is group items with the same colored labels together. Once you have 10 items, you can box them up. Oh, and some customers are looking for complete sets. Make sure to prepare dedicated sets for them. Ah, there's a customer. Gotta go attend to them. Jewelry Jelly, I'm counting on you here. Okay, let's start working. Okay. Alright. I got it figured out. Amazing, Jewelry Jelly. You managed to tidy up this place completely in just one day. The shelves look brand new. It's just one shelf. By the way, why do you have so many shelves in the first place? Because Pokemon has been releasing so many merch lately, the secondhand market is booming. Look, the ones you just organized sold out instantly. Here's your pay for today, Jewelry Jelly. Take it. This much? It's not a lot. It's the least I can offer you for your help, Jewelry Jelly. Feel free to come back whenever you have time. I'll always be here waiting. All right. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so I'm gonna actually make some James stuff. You can't even see it. Jeez. Oh, I don't even have enough money to make them? Oh, jeez. Yes, it is. I'm very glad that I was able to get the right parts together to make it look convincingly like him. Alright. Okay, let's see. We got some more commissions to do. We already did some merch stuff. Let's just write some random fic. Oh boy. Unlucky succubus. Jesse is... whoops. James as an incubus. As part of his first trial as an incubus, he ventured alone into the human world searching for prey. He set eyes on Jesse. Jesse's appearance was very much to the incubus's liking. That human looked delicious, so she decided to devour her in his dreams. Unconsciously licking his lips, James decided to enter her dreams that night. However, just as James was about to lean in to kiss Jesse, his mouth was covered. The incubus struggled in panic. His prey, Jesse, had already opened her eyes and was staring coldly at the incubus. "You're the first incubus to provoke a demon hunter," she said. The roles of hunter and prey were reversed. James desperately shook their head, attempting to explain, but could only make whimpering sounds. "Should I kill you? But you haven't harmed anyone. Then I'll fulfill my duty as a demon hunter and keep you imprisoned here." Okay, and I'll give this one to Velvet Yummy. Boss praised me for doing them dishes so well without using much water. Lo and behold, it was me reading your work on my shift. All my tears wiped the pots and dishes sparkly. Do you play the guitar? 'Cause you're plucking my springs. I just absolutely love the random comments on here. Alright, time for go to bed. We meet again. Now, you shall name your choice. Okay. Oh, it's Granny. So Knight's granddaughter is studying here. I should visit more often. Granny Scarlet, what brings you here? I was in the area and thought I'd drop by to see my adorable junior. How have you been? Getting enough allowance? Found any new anime with cute male leads, you know, for me too? Seriously, so long since we met, and that's what you're asking your junior. There's this one anime. Actually, I think there's an anime you'd really like, though we might ship different pairings. Share the anime info with Grandy Scarlet. Nice, the group poster can't fool someone who's been shipping MCs as bottoms for decades. Wow, frisky Granny. He's the MC, isn't he? Really a veteran MC bottom shipper? Had a wonderful time geeking out with Granny Scarlet about life and fandom. Time just flew by. Better head back now. My knees can't take this wind anymore. Oh no, I'm so sorry. I could have suggested we go to that cafe over there. She doesn't look like a granny. Well, this is 2042 after all. This is when the game takes place, so let's just say that she either had surgery or people don't age. Don't worry, sweetie. I was having too much fun chatting with you. Oh, I made a little something for you. Wow, a glitter quicksand stand? Beautiful. Right? It's yours. Gobalt kept lecturing about how making these is bad for my health and eyesight. Said it'd take years off of my life, but she sure quieted down after I made her one of her OTPs. Of course it worked. I picked her fave character's most top energy official art for the design. Her ship's tops are my ship's bottoms. Thanks, Granny. It's gorgeous. I'll treasure it. Watching Granny Scarlet's figure disappear into the distance. Every time I meet her, I fall a little more in love with life. Must be her infectious passion rubbing off on me. Alright, so, let's see. We'll do a campus story. Right, the alley after school. Use caution with perfume. Be cautious with online love. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We'll go to the cat cafe. Repayment. Cat cafe event. Watching cats through the window. Okay, so let's see if we've got anything that matches a commission. Let's work in the merch shop. We need more cat cafes in the US. I mean, there's like a couple that are, like I went to one for my birthday year before last. But yeah, we need more of them. I went to one for during my honeymoon. Any honeymoon where you pet animals is going to be the best. Oh yeah, it was so much fun during my honeymoon, and we went to the cat cafe together, and there was this little orange girl, and she was very happy. All right. Okay, time for go to bed. Okay, so we are going to be selling things during this event. Okay. Oh wow, we are sold out already. Okay, Comic-Con success. And we can level up the Institute. And now we have some more... No, we don't have any more tags. Let's see what else we can do. Ah, Cordelia is on campus, so let's say hello to her. Lim beta divided by alpha. Solve for alpha's value. So sleepy. Can you answer this question, Lily? Lily, wake up! Stop dozing off. The teacher's calling you. Ah, what? I want you to solve the value for alpha at the bottom. What bottom? Alphas can never be bottom. Ooh, we finally got a Shansha. Alright, so time for go to bed, and tomorrow we will work on the Shansha, or however it is that you pronounce it. I will have to look that up. Jewelry Jelly's joke made someone laugh so hard they ended up in the hospital. Jewelry Jelly's fanzine price has plummeted. Good Comic Country 23 open today. Let's see. C1. Awoke, time to cook. Me feasting on my ship. Bad couple crime. Okay. So A6 and 7, B6, and C1 and 2. I'm just going to write these down here. All right. Alright, so it looks like I only got 2 freebies this time. Okay, the Gashapon machine has become refreshed. It's too late to go visit it now. And I've got some new commissions. So, let's see. I am going to write the Xianxia AU commission. It was no secret within the cultivation world that James and Jessie did not get along. Yet, despite their differences, they were both top disciples within their sect and were, once again, set out together by their master to complete a mission. Disliking each other at first glance, they naturally chose to part ways the moment they entered the hidden realm. But no more than a stick of incense later, James saw Jessie crouched behind a large stone, as if on guard against something. Lay low for now or strike while the iron's hot. I like this idea. This realm had been scouted multiple times and deemed fairly safe, making it the perfect chance to avenge the sneak attack that had left James's hair hacked off. With a grin, James swung his sword straight towards Jessie's backside. You shameless scoundrel, James! Looking at her half-ruined robes, Jessie angrily drew her sword and charged. The small cave started to tremble violently. An apparition of the realm's master hurriedly appeared to stop them from collapsing the entire place. The Valley of Affection creates illusions of those most precious to the intruder to disturb their minds. The immortal's gaze swept between the two of them, but there's one exception, when two people entering the illusion are each other's most cherished. The cave shook even harder. Alright. Woo! We leveled up for our fans. And the commission is complete. Alright, so we are going to... It is time for go to bed, of course. And we are going to work at the merch shop and earn ourselves a new easel. Okay. ourselves a new display stand. And now, let's see what we should put on there. Oh, it's a poster. I have 2 of those. Oh, neat. Alright. Let's see here. Alright, $3.99 out of 400. That is very ETA. Let's see what I've got for commissions. Let's see. Angst. Modern Angst. Enemy settings and entertainment circle. Let's see. Modern and Angst. Okay, doesn't look like I have any angst. Medieval, let's see, where is angst? No angst. Well, let's see. I'm gonna go to the mall. I'm going to brainstorm some modern stuff. And there we go. We got modern angst. Jessie died. And let's buy some gashapon stuff. Aww. Ooh. Okay, so it looks like time for go to bed. And let's get to composing. Jessie died. At the funeral, James maintained a numb expression. Everyone blamed James for being indifferent to Jessie's death, condemning James's cold-heartedness. What they didn't know was James was awakened by nightmares again. Sweating and breathing heavily, he buried his face in his hands, recalling the scenes from the dream. Ooh, illusion or reality? I'm gonna do illusion. In those illusory dreams, Jessie died again and again, right before James's eyes. Stabbed to death after work, hit by a car while saving a cat, choked to death on spicy water. After watching thousands of Jessie's deaths, James had become numb to it all. Now, James wanted to end this boring life immediately and quickly move on to the next. That fruitless, hopeless, endless cycle of trying to save Jessie. Okay, so I think I am going to redo this one. And let's try the other way. Blah, blah, blah. In those real dreams, Jessie's figure appeared distantly in the mist. James was overjoyed, trying to reach forward and grab her, but only heard her say, I've transmigrated into a novel, becoming the wife of the notorious James. I have 5 years to complete my mission to save him. I've transmigrated. Okay, so now there's modern but no angst. So let's do the original version. All right. Commission is complete. And we got ourselves a little fan. Okay, let's see. A happy ending for the endless path. Heart-wrenching. Let's head to the cat cafe. Disappeared. Okay. James went missing. Jessie searched for a long time but couldn't find any trace of James, growing increasingly anxious. Meow! A kitten jumped onto Jessie. Jessie was about to shoo it away and called out James's name. To her surprise, the kitten immediately responded. Jessie squatted down and picked up the kitten. Are you homeless too? Then stay at my place for now. At midnight, the kitten snuck into Jessie's bed, comfortably finding a spot in her arms to nestle in. Jessie unconsciously hugged it, humming comfortably. The transformed cat, James thought, this might not be so bad. So we will give this to Wraith Lantern this time because she's a big cat person. Thank you, Jewelry Jelly Sensei. I will read it 10 times today. Arctic Circle expands, leading to massive fandom. A woman was heartbroken over her Blorbo being killed. We got a chance to publish another fanzine. Let's see. Kitty Crisis. Alright, let's print. Kitties. Or meowths, I should say. Time for go to bed. Okay, let's see if we've gotten any more achievements in here. Got some money. Crazy for you. All right. Let's see. animation, funny, heart-wrenching, celebrity enemies, fluff, tragic romance. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the cinema and see if I can get some, let's see, celebrity brainstorming. All right. Okay, we'll study funny. Others watch movies. I'm studying dialogue pacing. Alrighty. Catch me if you can. Value! Value! Jessie ran panting around a corner. The mysterious thief stood on the rooftop, their figure outlined clearly in the moonlight. Are you still going to chase? The other remained calm and composed, not even out of breath. Jessie knew this was the limit. It seemed like they were going to lose this person again someday. Today. They always appeared softly, stole their target, and then calmly disappeared amidst their pursuit. Despite chasing James for years, Jessie still couldn't catch their tail. Persist. If you're so capable, don't run. Face me in a fair fight. Before the words had even finished, the distant figure of the mysterious thief flashed and suddenly appeared in front of her. What would you do if I didn't run? James looked at her curiously. His proximity was too close. Jessie even momentarily forgot to breathe. Would you arrest me? In just a moment of distraction, Jessie found her handcuffs missing. With a snap, her wrists were shackled together. You! Truly a top-notch thief, he easily took advantage of Jessie's distraction and stole her handcuffs. Jessie couldn't help feeling embarrassed and angry. But seeing her expression, James seemed even happier. I had a great time today. Will you play with me again, Jessie? All right. Okay. It's the kind of work you'd read while doing 121 miles per hour. Okay. A new illustration was unlocked. Ooh, the Phantom Thief. One something blah blah blah. I don't even know what that says. All right. Ooh, and we can publish a fanzine. Okay, drama. All right. Another fanzine. Catch me if you can. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 more we can make our custom ones. But before that, time for go to bed. Got some new commissions. We need angst and matter. Let's see. Any fantasy stuff lately? The werewolf and the vampire. Use caution with perfume. No, that's not fantasy. Old times. A rough wind chime made from shards of glass hung by the window, spinning slowly and producing a tune that wasn't quite pleasant to the ears. Why so early today? Jessie's expression tensed up. She glanced at her parents, who were getting ready to go to work, confirming that they didn't seem to notice why the wind chime was moving on its own on the windless morning. Jessie, don't run too far if you're going out to play. The weary voice of her parents and the sound of the door locking echoed as they left, and the small, cramped wooden house finally seemed to grow empty. Jessie thought, I'm not a child anymore, why do they still say that? But even so, she breathed a sigh of relief, turned and ran towards the only window in the house. She skillfully leaned half her body out and looked down. Sure enough, she saw a figure peering from under the windowsill, like a cat waiting to be claimed. The person was dressed neatly in proper clothes, with a shining brooch pinned to the chest, a square shoulder bag slung over one shoulder. But the shoes were covered in mismatched dust, and the hair was full of elm tree leaves. James, what are you doing here? Jessie whispered his name, her voice tinged with displeasure. James seemed not to notice and opened his arms, steadily catching Jessie as she fell from the window. Shh, come with me. James pressed his finger to Jessie's lips as she opened her mouth. Then he took her hand and led her over the scattered haystacks and broken clay pots in front of the wooden house. The two small figures ran after the other toward the old dock in the town, the one that had been abandoned for a long time, now only populated by broken masts, fishing boats, and rotting wood standing thickly on the water's surface. You don't look too happy to see me. James casually sat down on a wooden board and Jessie sat beside him. The accuser spoke first and Jessie was caught off guard, but after knowing what James for so long, she couldn't really argue with him. Because you shouldn't be here. If someone finds out... Jessie suddenly remembered something and pointed at James's bag. You skipped class, didn't you? Yeah, because the teacher said I should be careful with my status and not associate with those lowly slaves. I don't like that. James spoke in such an indifferent tone, as if he weren't the child of a bishop and Jessie wasn't the slave the teacher described as lowly. James raised his hand and ruffled Jessie's soft hair at the back of her head. Jessie had no choice but to lower her head, leaning closer to him, their eyes meeting. In an instant, the forced distance between them turned into entanglement and burning desire brought on by their humid breaths. Of course, she knew that what James wanted and also knew that she would push him away. But the moment their soft lips touched, James's fingers slipped into the gaps between her fingers like a snake, and Jessie gripped them tightly like a drowning person. The air in her mouth was taken away and her vision began to blur, but like a child throwing a tantrum, she refused to let go first. In the final moments of suffocation, she vaguely heard James whisper in her ear, "The promise still counts, right?" Ooh. Jessie wanted to say, of course not. That was so long ago, and now we're both grown up. But instead she felt an overwhelming longing for the warmth of James's body and the untainted love in his eyes, willing to let them both stay awake a little longer. Alright, so we got part 2 on the inspiration. Alright. You're under arrest, miss, for stealing my heart. Alright, got ourselves a vampire and werewolf badge. Okay, let's see. We'll do a modern something. So here is modern enemies funny plot twist. How to pick up someone at a nightclub. James met someone at a nightclub. The person was sitting at the bar, facing away from him, drinking alone, looking bored. As soon as James saw her back, it was like his heart had been struck. This person, she looks like my type, James muttered. Did you even see what she looks like? James sat next to the person, ordering a drink for the stranger he hadn't even seen the face of. The person kept her head down, not letting him see her face, making James's heart race. He thought for a moment and decided to say, "Are you here alone?" Facing the cliché pickup lines, the person finally lifted her head. The next moment, James heard a click as his hand was handcuffed. What? Only then did James realize the person in front of him was none other than the famous police detective captain and his nemesis, Jessie. Whenever he met her, it was like a mouse encountering a cat, but now he had unwillingly walked right into her trap. Hello, the infamous thief James, Jessie said. I think I have company tonight, so come with me. All right. Ah! All right, we got ourselves a little flower to decorate our Edith stuff with. Okay, it is now 18 o'clock. So, let's see. We will say hi to Velvy at the Cat Cafe. Oh, my stomach hurts so much. What do I do, Jewelry Jelly Sensei? It hurts so much. Ugh, it's so annoying how this happens every month. At times like this, maybe I should just take some painkillers? Oh, right, painkillers. I happen to have some with me. Here, take this and drink some water. Thank you. Jewelry Jelly Sun's painkillers are so amazing. It feels like I've been fully restored and can immediately head to the printing shop. That's definitely just a placebo effect. Okay, let's see. Okay. Oh, God. Do I dare? Do I dare? Oh, God. No. No, 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 no. Okay, with that, it is time for go to bed for both Lily and myself. So I am going to Jewelry Jelly's Western Fantasy story accidentally went mainstream. Jewelry Jelly's fanzine price has risen significantly. Alright, so I am going to save. And we are going to check to see who we can raid. Let's see who is playing. Let's see. Ooh. We are going to raid Edward Bosco, who is playing Baldur's Gate 3 along with Arkolf. And I am going to end things off for the night. Thank you very much for joining me, and we will be back on Monday night. So until then, this has been Jewelry Jelly with Catherine and George Washing Machine. And until we meet again, may all of your tea times be perfect.